I'm sorry about that. And as you can see, I haven't really played on this world so far since this grass hasn't even grown. But anyway, today we are going to be adding the last part of. I want to change that anyway. The last building on this half of the wall. I don't know if I can change that. I don't think I can. No, that's unfortunate. Too bad. I guess I could add some wood around the outside. I'll deal with that later. Anyway, we are going to be adding the leather worker. I don't know if I said that already. I don't remember. I think right here. I don't know if that works. It should work fine. And I actually don't have a lot of space here though. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, I barely have space. Alright, that's gonna be it. That looks good. And let's take this out then. Sorry about last week. Although I had, well, not a great reason, but there is a reason why I didn't record anything or upload anything last week. I actually went to the casino here in Oklahoma. I went to WinStar on Saturday night to, well, gamble, of course, and I lost everything I took. I took like $110 or something. I pulled out 100 and then I just used all the extra bills I had in my wallet. So it was like 110 or 115. Don't really carry cash very often, but I ended up losing it all. Funny story though, I had pretty much lost all my money, and man, it was busy when we went on Saturday. That's why I usually don't like going on Saturday, and especially Saturday night, because that's when everybody goes. And all I wanted to do was play roulette. This time we went because we had tried playing roulette the last time, and we got really lucky with it. And usually the machines, I don't know, they don't really pay out. always been trying this one game called um, Yardbirds. That's like our favorite game. Yardbirds 1 and 2. Or no, 1 and 3. 2 kinda sucks. But anyway, we couldn't even get a chance at those games, really. So we were just back and forth trying any game that was available. Actually, I'm gonna do this side. This. This is big enough for a cow pen, right? I was gonna do it too deep, like this thing. Maybe I will. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the casino. It was busy, it was packed. I barely got to play anything. We were just jumping around machine to machine. I had pretty terrible luck. I was just losing everything. I would barely win at anything, like a couple of cents. I think my biggest win on any machine was like 12 bucks, maybe. Mind you, I would usually put 20 bucks into a machine whenever we hopped from machine to machine. But usually, yeah, nothing. And it was about midnight, and we were getting pretty close to being done, a lot of us. Well, it was me, my brother, and one of his friends. We had been losing a bit. He was the only one that got really lucky. But he actually got, like, super lucky because he took his wife's card. For those of you that are too young to gamble or have never gambled before, or have never gambled at WinStar, they give you like a player card essentially, and you can put that into a machine, and that way they can sort of, it's more for them than for you, I guess. They can sort of track how much you play with and how much you win or lose, I guess. But anyway, they also use it pretty much to track your activity. And if you go, and it's been a while since you've gone, they tend to send you free money, what they call like bonus play, I think. They'll send you money on them essentially that you can play slot machines with. And uh-oh. My brother took his card and his wife's card. And since his wife usually doesn't play, if she goes with us, she tends not to play anyway. just not much of a gambler, I guess. Which I don't blame her. I think maybe overall I'm even on the casino, but probably I'm negative. I'm definitely not up, I don't think. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I keep rambling and losing track of what I'm saying, but those of you that have been here for a while know that's usually how it goes. So yeah, I was saying he took their cards, and since she hasn't played in a long time, she got $50 worth of free bonus play. And when he put in his card, it said he also had $50 worth of play. And I thought I would have $50 because the last time we all went was the same time. But I only had 10, so that kinda sucked. And the funny thing was that after that, he had redeemed both $50 on a machine. When he checked the cards, they were both in her name. So he didn't actually bring his card. He accidentally brought two of hers. Sorry about that pause. I had to sneeze. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so he saw that both cards were in fact in her name, and he had just redeemed both of the $50 vouchers from the same account, which generally shouldn't work because it was already redeemed once. So I don't know how I let him redeem again. He had already gotten so lucky just based off that. But anyway, that sort of enabled him to make a lot of bets that night, essentially. He ended up getting pretty lucky. He only took like $50 with him, and he left with 300. But to be fair, yes, I know that if he didn't get lucky with the 100, he wouldn't have won 300. He essentially turned 150 into 300, so he doubled his money, which isn't bad. That's usually what I try to do at the bare minimum. Once I've doubled, then I usually try to stop playing before I lose it. Finally brings me around to my part of the story that I said was funny, but first, let me take a quick pause to blow my nose. Alright, I'm back. So anyway, this story is has been terribly told, but let's get to what originally was my main point of the story. Anyway, he got lucky. Me and his friend had not. I was on my last 20. We were all pretty down bad. Or, me and his friend, not my brother. And we finally got a chance to play roulette. It's about midnight. And we had been waiting all night to find any game that had 3 chairs available so that we could all play together, right? And we had seen some roulette tables, and I've been wanting to go to them on my own, but I kind of felt bad, so I just kept waiting until one was up, and we found one. The chairs aren't together, but whatever, they go sit together. I sit off by myself. And I don't remember exactly what I bet, but I throw a few bets out on the roulette, like a couple dollars. So I start with $20. I think I either bet on black or red. I can't remember. And I win that, I think. And then I bet again on number 8 specifically, I remember. And it hits on 8. And boom, I just went from $20 to 58, just like that. And now I'm up. And then the person who was sitting next to my brother's friend leaves. So I get up and I go over there. And then I don't know what I bet on this, and whatever, I lose. And then I'm busy talking to his friend. And the timer on the next bet is almost out. It's down to like 2 seconds, so I quickly just hit a random number on the board. I hit number 11, and it lands on 11 again. So I'm up to like $80. And then I bet again on like 20 something, 23, and it hits 23. And then I'm up to like 110. I'm like, oh my god, I just made all my money back. Oh my god, that is really loud thunderstorm. Let's go to sleep. It's not nighttime. How is it thundering? Oh no. I hope it doesn't thunder this loud again. Maybe it won't. Anyway, I had just made all my money back, essentially. And, well, now that I made my money back, I was feeling pretty risky. I was like, wow, it's like the night is reset. I just got to sit down and play roulette with the money I came in with. So I think the first thing I did is I bet like 50 on red or something, and then I lose it all 50, so it's gone. And I start making random bets out there. I'm not really winning anything, and I'm back down to like $30. I'm like, oh my god, I just lost all my money again. And then again, I bet on like 11 and 7 or whatever, and I hit 3 numbers again, and I'm up to like 130 now. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm back here again. And you know me, I want to keep going again. So you know what? I bet another 50 on black this time, and then I lose all of that again. And I'm like, oh my god. Now I have to make this back. I have to hit some numbers again, and then you can tell what's gonna happen. I was just betting the rest of the time, and I got nothing. I never hit a number again, and I lost all my money back down to zero. So I should have just left while I was ahead. That's the moral of the story. I managed to get myself back to even, and I should have just called it quits and head out of there. But unfortunately, I did not, and I lost all my money, of course. So yeah, don't gamble, kids. It's bad. Or more likely than not, lose all your money, because if you didn't and you always win, then casinos wouldn't exist. Remember that. Casinos only exist because people usually lose. Remember to keep that in mind. That's why when we do go, I usually go in with the mentality that it's essentially like we're going to the arcade, because we used to go to this arcade here called Round One, and I would usually drop about $100 in there because it would give you the most credits, you know, like when you buy in-game currency. Usually the higher you go, the more extra or free or whatever you get more. You get a better return on what you put in, the more you buy. So I would generally just get the largest package they had, which was $100 for like, I don't know how many credits it was, a lot. And we actually used to go to the arcade quite a bit, like maybe once a month. So that was like $100 a month I would spend on the arcade. And there it was, mostly fun, but I would also usually, I want to build in here, but I put this here, so it's not going to be possible. Anyway, yeah, usually I would just lose my money there anyway, so taking $100 to the casino is nothing. And at the arcade, I would usually try to win tickets to get some of the prizes. Some of the prizes there were pretty cool, like Xbox, PlayStation, a Switch, or whatever. But honestly, I was pretty bad at winning tickets. I think I only ever won up to like 20,000, and some of these prizes were like 100K, so I was never gonna get there. And those 20,000 tickets were probably like $500, you know, invested. And I was like, I could have just bought the Xbox. But the point is, you're having fun, right? So that's how I see it when we go to the casino. I used to go to try to win money, and when I did, I usually would win money, but I would only take like 20, $40, maybe 50 at the most. But now when I do go, I usually just put out 100, just $100 bill, and with usually 5 20s, and I'll play like 5 different games. And I think of it as the arcade. We're just having fun. If I win money, that's nice. But anyway, that's why I didn't record last week. We didn't end up getting back until 4, and I woke up around 11 or 12, and I was like, it's a little late. Don't really feel like it. Although maybe I still could have and just put it out kind of late. I didn't feel like it, truth be told. And honestly, I kinda didn't feel like it today. It's a little late. It's probably won't go out exactly at 12. It's 11 right now. But honestly, I've been playing Back for Blood a lot. And I've been having a lot of fun with that. I really want to play that now. But you know what? I decided to get this done anyway. So I'm glad I did that. I forget how nice it is to just sit here and play Minecraft calmly and just like sort of vent, which is one of the reasons I really like making these videos, is I just get to vent to, or just talk to nobody and everybody, I guess, at the same time. Doesn't matter if nobody listens. What matters is that I'm saying it, if you know what I mean. Or maybe you don't. But anyway, this is pretty much done. The last thing I want to do before we call it is actually put a cow over there. And I have one here. I don't know if I do not have wheat there. I could just grab that wheat, but I want this wheat. So in order for these guys to not leave, I'm gonna breed them. And then I'll open this for him to leave. Alright, let's go, buddy. Please do not fall off. So yeah, anyway. Lost my money. I almost didn't record today. But I did because, I don't know. I just did. I felt obligated to do it for the few people that do watch regularly. I do appreciate knowing that people actually watch this. I don't think people actually watch it to the end. So right now I'm probably talking to nobody, but that's fine. The fact that anybody was here at all is what's important. And like I was saying, even if nobody was here, it's nice just talking to nobody, just talking. So anyway, let's end it there before this gets too deep. It's therapeutic, that's the best way to put it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I see you next week at the same time.